DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Good fucking morning, everybody.
I was like, where's the button?
That's what I was fucking waiting on.
I slipped.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the DD214 Network podcast. Y'all better look the fuck out today. Our crayons are sharp, the box is full, our bottle of glue is topped off, and our helmets are on tight, baby. We're getting ready to rism with the tism.
You forgot the best part. Our hearts are fucking black and our bodies are soulless.
Squilini, you need to do that every fucking week.
Yeah, that actually kind of sounded cool. Where'd you fucking get that?
Doom scrolling TikTok right before they took that motherfucker offline last night.
Nice.
I saw it. I was like, oh, that's going to be fucking perfect for a fucking opening for the show.
I
wrote it down in fucking notes on my phone.
Did you guys? I
saved that shit.
Dude, did
you need to do that again?
Yeah, you better save that, dude. You better save
You need to do that all the time.
That should be like a Joe.
No, that's fucking saved.
That should be like a Joe Squilini special.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, everybody.
Yeah. Well, so
never mind.
No, go ahead. I just want to bring this up real quick because he comes out of nowhere. Weren't you a fan of that, Jay?
Well, yeah, like 15 fucking years ago. You know, like whenever it was on TV, right? Like
I never watched it.
I've never done like a second viewing. It's more like it was for what it was at the time. That was one of the only TV shows I ever watched. Like as far as like live, I had to catch it every week, you know, whatever, when the episodes aired. Yeah. Hey, from the dungeon, who's your favorite Sons of Anarchy character? Just out of curiosity. Just curious. So
I've never actually fucking watched Sons of Anarchy.
Me neither.
It's not the greatest, not the worst. I don't know how to explain it. It's a fucking soap opera with bikers. You know what I mean?
Fucking everything nowadays is a fucking soap opera with XYZ. I just got done watching fucking Suits, and you know what Suits is? It's a fucking soap opera with fucking lawyers.
Yeah, Yellowstone's
soap opera with cowboys.
Yeah,
and The Boys is a soap opera with superheroes.
There you go. Boom. Fucking
boom. But is it safe to say that soap operas have the right recipe?
I think from the dungeon answer. Wait, what did you say, John?
Like, is it safe?
Half sack from the dungeon. Half sack, not fucking one sack, dude. Half sack. Because like the fucking. Do you know that dude died in real life? Like,
did he really?
Oh yeah, he went like crazy on drugs and shit, and like died in real life.
Oh wait, didn't he like kill his grandmother or something like that?
Some fucking crazy ass shit.
That's right.
Jumped off a fucking roof onto his fucking face or some shit. Like he was fucking out, dude.
Fucking dumbasses.
Yeah, yeah, because he was.
Learn how to handle your drugs.
Yeah, because he was really fucked up. He was addicted to something.
Yeah, it is kind of a sad story, honestly. Like he's a good little actor. He's been in a couple different things. And,
I gotta say, my dislike for fucking Sons of Anarchy comes from fucking my motorcycle background and growing up around motorcycle clubs and shit. Because The thing is, that show brought a whole bunch of fucking dumbasses out of the woodwork wearing fucking cuts for no goddamn reason, and just.
Well, and well, I'll tell you what, it's Sons of Anarchy. It's a TV show, so it's completely melodramatic for no fucking good reason.
Exactly.
That's every TV show fucking ever. But when you throw a subculture like bikers in there, it's kind of like, if you know actual bikers, it's kind of like you start taking it with a big fucking grain of salt. You know what I mean?
Because bikers are already a look down on group of fucking people for the most part, especially, you know, your motorcycle club guys, your riders of fucking Harleys and shit.
We're not talking about fucking weekend riders. We're talking about like bikers, all that show did was just make the outlook on fucking bikers even worse. And it's like, we already have fucking motorcycle MCs out there that do that in their own, right?
On their own for the fucking bikers, because I mean, I've rode with veteran organizations.
I've actually seen that, and that show is a fucking joke. Like you ain't from the dungeon, you ain't that's like trash TV right there. Like,
yeah,
John, it was like a made up reality show.
Oh no,
with a fucking made up MC. Like, I'm talking.
Are you serious,
dude? They got like, yeah, and like, it's first off, the show is trash as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it was lame. And then like they were getting in trouble with like real life people. Like, we ain't like you better stay the fuck away.
Yo,
like getting their card pulled because they were going to be pissing off the wrong people in the wrong place. Like, dude, they were in like L.A. or somewhere in California.
They were in like fucking Hell's Angels territory.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they were putting their lives at fucking risk being fucking dumbasses for a goddamn TV show.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
like this is like, dude. Like, I know we like to talk about the difference between a motorcycle enthusiast, right, and a gang member. But let's put it in plain fucking terms. It's gang shit. It's fucking gang shit. It'd be like me fucking talking to somebody who thought they were infantry, right? It's like, if you're infantry, you're infantry. That's fine. You don't have to be. You don't have to not be proud of like whatever you did. But don't tell me. You're not infantry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit. That's that Hollywood shit too. Like, you can't turn around and fucking spit without fucking hitting the fucking chomo.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
The thing is, you know, doing that shit, that's like in the biker culture, doing the shit that they did with Devil's Ride is the equivalent. And I think this is more what you were just talking about. It's like fucking Solar Valor amongst fucking veterans.
It's exactly what it is. And you're not fucking with people you want to be fucking with.
Just make a real reality show with bikers.
That's what I'm saying. They could have done it with like,
because there's plenty of fucking MCs out there that would have no problem with you fucking filming them and following along.
There's veteran clubs, sober clubs, fucking, like, why is it got to be some fucking
charity clubs?
There's church fucking biking.
Yeah, there is.
MCs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking Christian MCs out there where churches have MCs and do charity rides and shit.
Why you want to do some fucking wannabe fucking gangster shit? Like, why does it always have to be so fucking dramatic?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and why does gangster shit always have to be violent? Doesn't gangster shit could be doing.
It could be argued that's definitely part of being a gangster, but that should be like not the number one thing, right? That shouldn't be your go. It should not be your go-to, right?
Oh, don't
What's
even,
up, Brandon. Oh yeah, I saw everybody else is getting ready to get snow. Like, our temperature's dropping here, but we're not getting much more weather. You guys are all getting ready for fucking you're getting ready for all the weather.
Y'all are getting
Ours here keeps fucking changing. So to talk about fucking global warming for a minute, without talking about global warming for a fucking minute.
I mean, climate change. I prefer the term climate change. Same.
Potato, Jay.
I know the global temperature is going up, but it creates climate change in other places where it's not necessarily temperature based. Like, it changes weather patterns and stuff like that. Like when we keep getting fucking like Arctic tundras down in fucking North America, right? That's climate change, right? Because Well,
so, and that's the thing. Like, this entire fucking week, all I've done is watch this past week, going into this upcoming week, because with our move coming up, I'm trying to keep a fucking eye because we're moving in fucking January.
For weather, yeah, you have to watch the weather.
And there's been days this week where I've looked at the fucking weather for like Wednesday or Thursday of this coming up week, and it's like, oh, you're going to get 12 to 15 inches of snow. 2 hours later, oh, you're not going to get shit. 2 hours later, oh, you're going to get 19 inches. It's like, what the the National Weather Service needs to fucking make its goddamn mind up.
Usually their 10-day models are pretty good. 7-day models are pretty accurate. 3 and 5 day models, it's hard for them to kind of completely fuck it up. Like you kind of get you have an idea of exactly what you're going to get in 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, because now
anything between 1 and 72 hours, they're usually pretty good at predicting.
Yeah, because now we're looking at this entire week. It's going to be fucking clear. Tomorrow the high is 29. Tuesday the high is 30. Wednesday the high is 29 again. Thursday 38. Friday, the day we get the keys to the new place, 43. And then Saturday, the day we fucking move, high of 46.
That sounds like it's trending in your direction, sir. Like you should
finally
run with that.
It fucking finally is. What I'm getting at is it's been so up and down all fucking week. Fucking the wife and the father-in-law are like, not sure if we're going to be able to fucking move this coming up weekend.
Well, if the weather's put it this way,
and I'm like,
hypothetically, let's say I had to move the other weekend when it snowed here, we would have had to figure something out and put everything in storage for a night or something, or locked everything up and done it a different day because it didn't. We would have been. It's the kind of weather you can't do shit in. There's nothing you can do about it. You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
And my whole thing is we'd still get the fucking keys when we had to, but we'd have just had to stay here.
Yeah, you'd have to do something else.
And just as we can, bring some boxes over as we fucking can and shit, and do it a little bit differently than we initially planned.
You have no idea how glad I am that our football game that week was not here in Kansas City. You have no idea how glad I was because we would have been fucked here. They literally the only reason they didn't call or reschedule the game last year when we got the polar vortex against Miami was because there's no snow. This year we got bitter cold and snow, and the snow was falling and accumulating exactly when the game would have been. Does that make sense? So trying to get everybody into the stadium, play a game, and get everybody out of the stadium, it would have been a colossal disaster.
Because I'm looking because obviously from our trip to KC last year, I've got fucking the KC fucking weather just in my fucking weather app now as a permanent thing. I feel fucking bad for y'all because it's fucking 8 degrees and feels like -5 out there right now.
It's 30 and it's 37 up here.
It's currently 6 degrees where I'm at. 6. Fucking 6, bro. What the fuck? Hey, did you see what Brandon Cleary put up? Something about he's getting ready, his last step before retirement. I just wanted to say congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
What did he say there? His battalion's master.
So he's going back to Alabama to be Montgomery Battalion's master trainer.
Yeah. Good shit, Cleary. We're proud of you, bud. Fucking A. Yeah. So yeah, John, what the hell were you going to talk about? What was that first thing you were going to talk about?
Well, you were going to say something at first, and then I don't know. It was in the beginning.
I think it had to do with this.
Do we want to talk about that first?
We might as well.
I know what you had to talk about was kind of about along those lines because everybody obviously knew TikTok was being shut down by the government because of the Chinese Communist Party stealing our data.
It's literally, but they did for the whole time.
But not from TikTok.
I don't care, dude. They own the fucking shit. I'm not.
No, China doesn't. It's not
going on. It's going on for freedom fighters.
I don't care what the corporations say. There's a reason I never got it in the fucking first place. Just letting you know.
Well, it's a fucking stupid app anyway. Everyone's fucking dancing all over the fucking place. Job interviews are going to be so weird. This is what I could do at work.
Well, I don't tap dance around the fact that I'm not a fan of China. So like I'm just gonna say,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna put that out there, right? Like right up front. There's like anything that's owned by China, I want no part of. Anything, 100% anything.
Other apps,
except cheaply made goods and services, right?
Yeah, but other apps within the parent company of TikTok's umbrella also got removed. One of which, John.
Oh yeah,
I'm so fucking upset, man.
Uses for our YouTube shorts, our fucking reels, fucking our intros, our outros, our fucking, all of our shit is edited and created in this.
Dad scared me this morning. He was so mad.
So the worst part about this is that you're gonna have the same intro and outro for at least another week and a half.
I'm okay with this. We have a badass intro and outro song, so like anything you put that.
The song will never change. The problem is it needs to update. It needs to update. The year is on there and stuff like that. So there's something. Things need to be updated, especially with the credit sequence. Now I'm going to go through a list of a couple things here, right? So there was the new DD214 intro and outro. There was the new BRVG intro.
Yeah, I remember you telling me when you started working on that. Yes.
The second Paradise video, which was me going in on the content creators who are lying about it and the actual company. So I lost all that.
You had a lot of work in there.
Yeah. And, probably, why'd you have all your stuff on there? Because I know I'm going to hear it, right? I know I'm going to hear it. And I explained it to these guys. I prefer cloud storage. And, we have a solution now. So Squillini helped me out with the solution, which thank you. But like I use a cloud storage, but now that cloud storage that I was using is still owned by CapCut, so I can't get any of that shit. And we're talking about a lot of stuff, and for me, I use CapCut because for the free version you have a bunch of awesome stuff, but it's not just me. There are millions of other content creators and video editors. There are people who edit movies on fucking CapCut,
right?
As crazy as people might think it is, that's just what it is.
The amount of porn I've seen lately where it's got the little CapCut fucking watermark in the
right. It's like
so how like certain like porn sites on the internet are like not allowing them, like they're banning like entire states, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that state legislature saying no.
Well, so like Kansas is one of those states, right? But because I live so goddamn close to the state of Kansas, it comes in and it tells me I'm banned from like this shit because of like my state legislature, and I'm like, fuck, man, like now I can't watch anything on Pornhub. And it's like, but it's not because I'm so close to Kansas, like
because you're so close to the state line that your
ISP fucking like
the wires are crossed.
My ISP is fucking banned from fucking Pornhub. Dude, like, you fucking assholes.
From the dungeon, let me tell you something. There is not one person in this fucking world. You may find 5% of people in the United States who probably do not have a Chinese software or a Chinese product in their home.
How about literally anything you're wearing? You know what I mean? Like some of
your anything that you're using. So you can ask me if I'm
your fucking furniture, your cheap ass fucking furniture.
Yeah. I'm using Chinese software. I play video games that are
in the US.
Okay, Squillini, we're trying to make a point. Shut up.
Yeah, we talked about we talked about that already. We're doing no.
I've got the solution has been provided. It's just pending me getting into my new place and getting all my equipment set back.
Me and Joe were not trying to like rile John up this morning because Daddy was actually mad. And so we were not trying to rub it in at all. Like,
and actually it wasn't them. It had nothing to do with the podcast. It was like,
well, it's like even
for once it wasn't us.
Well, to get to what from the dungeon saying there when even Jay, who's like not the tech guy, when even Jay asked that question too, like that was the first question out of my mouth. That's what we weren't trying to rub salt in John's wound. Put it that way.
Yeah,
We were trying to help fucking discuss and figure out a solution for going forward.
He came in pretty hot. I don't like talking about it a lot, but when John gets upset about shit, he's just like me, and he wears it all on his fucking sleeve. And
it just sucks because, like, you know, there's always something that we all spend our time on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of those things for me was CapCut. I enjoyed CapCut. I love editing, just editing in general. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's hundreds of other programs I could use, but I enjoyed CapCut. You know, so now I have to kind of redirect myself, you know, and find something that will fill that void. But, you know, thank God for Riverside, they're amping up their editor, but that's a whole nother conversation, you know. But it's
you know what this reminds me of, honestly, is the conversation we have about physical media versus playing video games
digital
off of a server. Yeah, because if they pull the server, the game is over.
Yeah,
and that, like, what were you going to say, Joe? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's pretty much it's that, and then also my whole thing is working in the tech spheres. Like, I understand the love for fucking cloud storage, cloud-based fucking storage, because I mean, I pay for fucking
it's easy.
16 terabytes I pay Apple fucking.
It's cheap and easy.
Yeah,
like
I do.
$40.
It's cheap and
$40 a month for fucking 16 terabytes of iCloud storage.
It's cheap and easy. It's also
I also have a network attached storage system. It's boxed up right now, but I have my NAS, so that way everything that's backed up on the cloud, I also have a physical fucking hard copy.
Right, some light in here.
And that ensures in these cases, because the cloud infrastructure could go down at any fucking moment.
Correct. And like I've always
cyber attacks fucking happen. It happens. You know, we've had this conversation.
If the satellites fall from the sky and the electricity goes out, what the fuck are you going to do?
I'm going to start growing tomatoes.
I mean, I guess good luck in the middle of January is all I can say. Good fucking.
I'm going to do berries then.
Berries. We'll make fucking we'll call them Januberries. Januberries,
the new post-apocalyptic berry.
They have to be radioactive.
Wait, what? Can I write that down? What was that again?
Januberries.
Januberries. God damn it! That should have been the fucking title of the stupid episode.
Januberries. I fucking like that.
3 guys, 1 podcast.
That's gonna be the that's gonna be the
fucking stop, dude.
That's gonna be the DD214 CBD gummy. Januberries.
Next syndicated podcast from the DD214 network. 3 guys, 1 podcast.
We already talked about porn once, dude. Like, we don't have to talk about porn the whole episode.
Oh man, no, but yeah. It wasn't just CapCut. So I'm not going to keep on crying about CapCut.
Marvel boo fucking who? Suck it the hell up.
Yeah, but Marvel Snap is gone too. I played Marvel Snap as well. I'm like, fuck.
I mean, when this is, I
hate
damn
comics.
I hate to no. It's not even just China. It's not even just China, because there are elements of this entire thing and how it went down and how it happened that absolutely have to do with how we conduct business around the world too. Okay, so throwing all the political stuff aside, if the point I was making is this is what happens when you put all of your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
this is exactly where that terminology and that little colloquialism comes from. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. And this is not a statement against John. We all fucking do it. Perfect example. I bought a house last year. Now I have all my shit. All my shit is in this house. If this house burns down, everything I've ever owned or everything I've ever kept is somewhere in this house, right? Or it's on the property, right? So that's an example. It's what you're supposed to do. But that's a perfect example of all of my eggs are in this basket. If something bad happens, there's not really much I can do to recover. Whatever.
From the dungeon just reminded me too. I probably need to clear out my cloud drive too with all the stuff with me and my wife have.
Oh god damn it, John.
Well, that's why. Yeah, you don't keep homemade porn on fucking clouds. Like, you don't.
That's the one reason why you should have a fucking external hard drive.
Fucking thank you. Like, and especially if you're a connoisseur, and like, whatever, like that's the shit we would do when we go on deployment. is have like a terabyte full of just like scene
Porn.
after scene after scene after. Dude, I used to watch porn like I was watching movies. Like not even jerking off, just literally just watching. Like somewhere in the background, there was just
Jay
I
was
was
there
watching it for the fucking story.
Yeah, Jay was there for the story.
I'm sitting there doing like fucking NCO paperwork, watching people getting railed the fuck out. You know, listening to fucking like I got like death metal over here, porn playing on my fucking laptop, and I'm trying to fucking do goddamn paperwork at pissed off at some fucking private because he fucked up on mission that day or whatever the fuck I was doing. But it was just like, it's like a sonic, it's like a super blast to your brain. You know what I mean?
So
like,
I do. So within all this, I do have a question, and so that and it's a conversation that needs to be had. And we were talking about it before. So everyone talks about, okay, don't trust China. China's taking all our shit, right? But there are many games that many of us play that come from China. You know what I mean? And we sign
China.
And we sign the agreements to play these games, And for example, a lot of people are playing Marvel Rivals, which is made by NetEase. Once Human, that's a game I play. NetEase, these are companies that are in China. Now, now how is it that, and this is just a matter of perspective, right? Like,
no, you're good. Flesh it out.
I trust NetEase, right? I trust them. I'm playing their games, right? But then like everything going on with TikTok and everything, and I'm just like, well, I don't really trust what's going on there, but it's technically kind of like the same thing, right? They're technically doing the same thing with information.
Let me throw one little thing down on the pavement that you're steamrolling right now.
John, no, Jay's the only one who's going to agree with you on that one from the dungeon.
Actually, from the dungeon, where I'm completely on board with you on that. No, think about this, John. Like, Marvel is not Chinese made or owned. Somebody in the United States had to license them to make that game.
Yeah.
What does that say? What is on top of everything you're saying? Because I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, yeah, absolutely.
There's an element of what are people here in the United States willing to sacrifice business wise just to make a fucking buck. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And who's getting sacrificed in the middle?
Yeah,
it's probably not the companies, right?
Yeah, because I do want to bring up these games, right? Because there are a lot of games that are made in China, and people have no issue. And again, this is not talking shit about any other country what to do. This is just trying to figure out like where people's minds are when they're saying that they don't want to give their information to an application, but they have no issue playing games like Black Myth Wukong, Genshin Impact, Conqueror's Blade, Clash of Clans, League of Legends, Girls Frontline, Better Alive. You see what I'm trying to say here, though?
Yeah. No, I mean 100%. And my thing is with the TikTok thing, it wasn't like the whole ban. If you really were to dig into it, it was not the user base that fucking wanted it shut down because of information stealing.
Yeah.
Or security. It was our government saying, you know what? Too many people like this fucking shit.
They mafia'd that shit.
Yeah. We're gonna just fucking get rid of it.
Get used to it. Get used to it. It's what you fucking voted for. Get used to it.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there for everybody. Like when shit starts getting really dystopian, I just want to remind all you fucks out there, you fucking voted for this shit. All of you.
And I kind of want to go back. And I want
shame.
I want to go back to this too, because they always ask me, well, what are you going to do when all your digital stuff goes out? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to realize then that I don't need all that shit to survive. And I had my fun with it. And now that time is over. And now it's time to survive.
I mean, but I've got an original Xbox and a box full of games, and I'm going to get the gas generator out. I'll just go to Jay's house.
Yeah, I'll just go to Jay's house.
We can have an Xbox LAN party. Like,
I mean, I was going to say, I've got all my retro consoles still. I've got my NES, my Super NES, my 64, my GameCube, my fucking OG Xbox, my PS1, my PS2.
All I need is electricity. All I need is electricity.
All I need is a fucking generator, and I can still, fucking play. I can still play shit.
From the dungeon, you're not wrong. you and I are in hard agreement that physical copies are by far superior.
Yeah.
By far superior. Like I own a record player. I own a fucking record player.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like as long as I've got electricity, there's music. There's music in my house.
You
There's
see all
music.
those beautiful things right there?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I've got my computer. I've got my fucking,
My 360
I've
right
got
there.
my computer games. But even my Switch, like with my Switch, the thing I like with Nintendo that Xbox and Sony don't do anymore is if I don't have an internet connection, I can still play my fucking games.
Right. That's as it should be, for fuck's sake. You plug and play. Plug in and play. Like that's all that's all it should ever be. You shouldn't have to sign a fucking agreement and fucking have an online account and fucking download a goddamn app. I just want to play a fucking game.
I mean, I'll admit all my games for the Switch, except like maybe 2 games, are digital copies. But at the same time, they're downloaded to my system. I don't need an internet connection to fucking launch them.
You could re-upload them if you need to.
I can, yeah. Well, if the fucking complete network infrastructure were to fucking drop for fucking the internet, I can still play my fucking Nintendo games. Digital versus hard doesn't fucking matter when it comes to that side of the coin.
Rangers lead the way.
Grunts Are Us Actual, thank you for the follow. We appreciate you coming to the show.
Who's this, John? Can you put that up there? Who's this?
I can't.
Someone from...
That's on Twitch.
Thank
you for following us. Grunts Are Us Actual. Welcome to the DD240.
I love the fucking name. I definitely love the fucking name. Hey, Grunts Are Us. I hope you're an 11B like me, homie, or 03XX. Love you. I love you. We love you long time.
We love you long time. Hell yeah. Welcome. We're 3 vets here.
Oh yeah, dude.
We're 3 vets here that don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Not even close, dude. But we have a good time fucking not knowing what the fuck we're doing.
The thing is, it's we're gonna have these types of things happen. My whole thing is when you look and follow the whole fucking story with this whole fucking TikTok ban and everything.
Fucking goddamn grunts. Fucking A.
Squillini, have you ever seen him do that before?
I don't think
that's a first. That's a first, and that's a fucking short this week. That's got to become a fucking reel. I don't give 2 flying fucks how you make it happen, Jay. John, that's got to become the fucking reel of the week. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, chill. Will you 2 fucking chill?
Like the fucking pig squeal and everything needs to be in that fucking reel.
There's a reason. There's a fucking reason. I don't think. I need to explain this to you guys.
I'm not drunk enough for this shit yet, Jack.
Start fucking drinking. All right, like there's a reason I get excited when I meet fellow infantrymen and women. By the way, it's because when you're in the Army, especially if you're at a base where there's infantry, by numbers, the infantry MOS has more by itself than any other MOS. But when you put the infantry next to the entire rest of the Army, it's like fucking 8 or 9 or 10 to 1. So like the infantry is actually,
when you put the infantry next to the rest of the Army, it's like putting the autistic children in a room full of crayons with their caretakers.
Motherfucker, they gave me a cord. They gave me a blue cord. I like my blue cord and my blue shields. Okay. The percentage gets real small. Then you get out of the Army. Then you get out of the Army and you meet all kinds of fellow veterans, not just Army veterans. You meet from every branch of service, different eras, whatever. Like, well, yeah, that's what we fucking do. We have to eat fucking something.
That takes me back to the opening of this episode. Jay is definitely rhythming with the tism right now.
I got a bad case of the tism today, dude. I'll tell you what. I did a lot of fucking laps at Arrowhead yesterday, so we'll talk about that. I think I need to go soak in some fucking Epsom salt, like after this episode. Like, See, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Now that's how I know this. That's exactly how I know this motherfucker's real. That's exactly how I know he's fucking real. He ain't bullshitting. That's a true blue fucking infantryman right there. Garon fucking Teed. Garon fucking Teed. What do you say there? Fucking A, dude.
From the dungeon, you better not be commenting while you're driving, dude. I'll fuck you up.
But you won't do it. No balls. No balls. Manchester.
Oh man, no. So yeah, so looks really he's trying to compose himself right
Grunts
now.
are the reason I fucking drink.
I literally just told you. Fucking start drinking, dude. Like I fucking told you.
Grunts are totally the fucking
Baby.
reason MPs drink.
Baby.
The reason alcoholism exists in the MP Corps is because of fucking grunts.
You're about to make me get the whiskey that's on top of my fridge.
It's a bet you won't do it. No balls. It's a feedback loop. Hey, Joe. It's a feedback
Fucking
loop.
no balls, John. No balls.
Bet you won't do it. Pussy!
Won't do it.
Pussy! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't ever ask us to be good influences because we're not. aside from telling you every week to make it for another week, and that's about as good as it gets with us. Like, because how you get there, how you get between the two places is like we don't have a fucking clue what we're doing either. Let me see this shit, John. Let me see this shit.
Please tell me that's not a fucking Tennessee. That's at least okay. Okay, that's semi decent fucking whiskey.
Take a little nip off Grandpa's cough syrup, dude. Take a little nip.
Woo!
Fucking Christ.
Little nip. Just a little nip. Don't take much. There we go.
Oh.
Joe, where's your fucking shit? John literally just pulled out his dick on the fucking on the fucking goddamn podcast. Where's your shit?
It's all fucking. The only bottle I've got that's not in a box right now is still sealed.
Oh, fuck you. Where's the box, dude?
Hold on.
Fuck you. Dude, hey, grunts are us, like, no bullshit. You're probably a little bit slightly new to the show. Like, I do security in real life. So like this this is like this is kind of like our little thing we do every week, like live, and like it's like half kayfabe.
Yep.
It's like half kayfabe if you understand the professional wrestling term. So like we carry on a lot on the show, but in real life I actually do have job security. I do have job security because of what I did as a grunt, right?
So you're gonna have to go back because he actually is on commercial.
What do you mean? Is he live?
All right. Okay. No. Well, the thing was because I have commercials on I have commercials on Twitch ads. So he didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh, that poor bastard. Why did it cut it? Oh, because we're live. Cut it out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. I had a disconnection issue. That's what happened.
I was just explaining to him that I actually have job security and I do security, and so like it's exactly what I did in the infantry. I pull security now.
Yeah.
And like,
I just want I want to say too, if you're watching on Twitch, come on over to YouTube. There's a disconnection. Yeah, there's a disconnection happening right now on the Twitch right now. So there's kind of like a messed up bitrate situation going on with Twitch, but we didn't lose connection on YouTube. We're still up and live.
It's why we use YouTube for the live mainly.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's a whole other if you
also want commercial free DD214, come to the YouTube. It's ad free. We only have it up on Clean Sanchez Media on Twitch for the simple reason that it helps build the brand. It is a Clean Sanchez Media show. It plays live, but for some odd reason, the Talk Studio, the Melon, just doesn't work good with Twitch sometimes. I don't know why.
I saw that, Joe. I saw that. How you doing?
First off,
this is
a fucking on the rocks whiskey. This is not a fucking neat whiskey. Okay. This is also an $80 fucking bottle that I just took a swig out of. That is complete sacrilege.
Fucking A.
Well, since you two are drinking, like when you normally don't like go hard drinking, I'll take a bong rip. How about that? Like,
I didn't go hard. I just took a fucking pretty much just a swig out of this fucking rye whiskey right here. See, John's got the easy, smooth shit over there with fucking
There
some
we
Tennessee
go.
honey.
Hits from the bong.
I love Tennessee honey. I like a honey liquor is good. I because I'm a huge fan of honey.
When
like,
we finally,
as it is.
when we finally have all three of us in one fucking place at a time at once,
We're gonna
I
hit a
am
bottle.
going to make you
later this year.
I am going to make you a fucking drink. It's fucking phenomenal. So it's called a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Oh, I think I already know what you're talking about.
It's my own rendition of a Irish car bomb, but instead of Jameson, using a peanut butter whiskey.
I love it.
So it's,
like
half a pint glass.
Do you still use Guinness? Guinness
Yeah.
for beer?
Half a pint glass of Guinness. Then the shot glass with half a peanut butter whiskey. I don't use Screwball. I use an actual peanut butter whiskey. Screwball is actually more of a flavored liqueur. It's not real whiskey.
Okay. John, he's correct. Screwball is only like 35%. It's
okay.
So I use a real peanut butter whiskey. It's fucking so it's called Elvis whiskey, and it's a peanut butter whiskey. Yeah. Really fucking delicious by itself, but half the shot glass with that, the other half with the Baileys. Drop that in. It tastes like a fucking peanut butter cup.
I fucking love you.
You're gonna have to make it when we go down there.
Hey, John, John, how far of a drive is it to Cackalack from you?
Hey Siri.
It's about the.
I don't think
7 hours.
I don't think it's the same because you're way farther east than he is south. You're way farther east to me than he is south of you. There's no way.
No, I'm saying I think it's the same for him to me as it is for you to me.
I don't know.
No, because it's only from me to New York City. It's 12 hours,
and I'm right next to New York City, like next to it.
Hang on, stand by.
So this didn't turn out as well.
I would take a train, to be honest with you.
This drink didn't turn out as well, but this is something I tried yesterday. It is called the Deathly Hollows.
How you doing, G2? Thank you for coming, my brother.
And this is another one I would make for you guys because it was fucking great.
Okay.
So it's hard cider, amber ale, and then Guinness floated on top.
That sounds fucking delicious.
Tasted like fucking apple pie.
Now, here's the thing. I don't like ales or beers, though.
It tastes like a fucking apple pie, dickhead.
I don't like apple pie. I don't like pie.
How fucking dare you un-American son of a bitch.
I don't like pie. You're going to get mad at me because I don't like pie?
I'm going to get mad at you for all of your opinions and because of how you feel them. How about that?
Oh, so we're going to divide now. We're going to divide.
You're not my real
people,
dad.
Right? Fuck that.
I'm trying to figure out who the fuck doesn't like pie, but I'm also the fat one of the fucking podcast. So
God.
I don't like any pie. The only pie I like is a pizza pie. That's it.
Well, that ain't no fucking. You're like a fucking 5-year-old with fucking pizza, dude. Like, but I still love you. If we want to talk about all the tism, dude, like John's got it about pizza. Like that's John's tism. Is fucking pizza. Like wait, like literally.
Y'all want to show that video that fucking slice I sent y'all this fucking week? Jesus Christ!
I don't eat pie.
Everybody has their proclivities, John. I mean, there's stuff that
he doesn't eat pie, but he might fucking fuck the pie.
I won't fuck the pie. I eat ass.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So all right. So
nice.
Fucking A. She's over in the fucking corner like this motherfucker.
Fucking A.
She's making me pancakes.
Get some, Frenchie.
Something else. I might. Oh, pecan pie. I heard pecan pie is good, but I don't like pie.
Pecan.
Pecan.
God damn you,
fucking
John.
Christ.
What's
fucking
next?
Northerners.
What's next? Northerners, man. We are the Yankees of the Yankees. All right.
Hey, from the dungeon, I eat the fuck out of that shit. The one from the dungeon had up. I eat the fuck out of that.
Poontang.
all that poontang
pie.
Oh, dude, put it in my face, dude. It's gonna get gobbled. It's gonna get gobble. Like,
Wow.
Gobble, gobble, motherfuckers.
Oh,
girl, you give me Pac-Man
All right,
fever.
so now that we've completely fucking derailed for the last fucking
yeah.
20
All
minutes.
right, so you guys bring it back on the rails. I just got my breakfast, so
Yeah, you're gonna have to reciprocate later, John. Like,
bro,
well, we know from the dungeon that's because we're literate. He's not.
I don't like chicken, Cleary.
Oh my fucking! You don't like chicken? Oh, dude.
I was in your house. You know that I don't like chicken.
It's not even.
I bet you I can get him to put my chicken in his mouth.
Well, we talked about this.
Yeah, it's different with you, Joe. It's different with you.
You're the meat you're the meat master.
I don't know how you convinced me to do all these things, Joe. Like, I never do these things with other guys, Joe.
Just put my meat in your mouth, Jay. Just one more bite. Just one more. Just cup the balls while you're doing it.
like swallow the gravy. You know what I mean? Like stroke the shaft.
G2 says from Georgia, it's pecan.
Pecan.
That's basically what he's saying. Pecan.
Oh,
Pecan.
yeah, I am American. I was born in Jersey City.
Next thing he's gonna say is he doesn't like fucking Top Gun.
Look at all these different fucked up ass pronunciations. Holy shit, it's pecan. Pecan.
Oh, here we go.
Like Picard.
Even Puerto Rican. Jesus fucking. Yeah, how with the last name like fucking Sanchez do you not like chicken?
John's getting bombed.
I don't like chicken. Now here's the thing. I don't like chicken, but that doesn't mean I don't eat it. All right, I still eat it.
Fair.
I still eat it.
I bet you eat it on fucking pizza, don't you?
No, fuck no.
What?
No. Who the fuck puts chicken on pizza?
There's a lot of people who put chicken on pizza.
Yeah, I was gonna say like plenty of dude. That ain't nothing new, man. That shit.
I've had it, and it's good.
I was saying that shit existed back in the fucking 90s.
True, because you got buffalo chicken fucking
Carmel.
pizza out there now.
Carmel.
We're not
Carmel.
Do not start me on the fucking word games today, because like salmon. That's fine.
Yeah,
and it's not
Salmon.
caramel. It's not caramel. It's caramel.
It's not Solomon.
It's salmon, John. It's not Marine Corps. It's core. Okay, like we can do this all fucking day. All right. Like, God.
Reckless Ryan. Yes, pineapple belongs on fucking pizza.
Agree. No, don't. But he said don't. Fuck you. Pineapple totally belongs on pizza. You guys suck.
So clear.
I bet you guys have sex with your wives in the missionary position.
Oh, from the dungeon also went that fucking route too. Everything goes on pizza, but that Hawaiian pizza crap.
Fucking vanilla, dude. Hawaiian pizza's fine. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking like vanilla fucks. Like, enjoy your missionary sex.
Yeah,
enjoy your missionary sex with the lights out. Okay,
chicken on pizza is not bad. Okay, look, pizza.
Thank you, G2. Fucking thank you.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You could put anything on fucking anything. You could fucking put pepperoni on a taco if you wanted to, all right?
I don't know who put it in everybody's head and the idea in everybody's head that pineapple and ham don't go good together on pizza. It's like this thing that's stuck up everyone's ass. If you don't like it, don't eat it. But don't tell me it's not fucking good. It's fucking delicious. Okay? It's fucking delicious. And I don't give a fuck what you think about it. Like, God damn it, dude.
Listen. And to answer,
I think we are the Ninja Turtles. Actually,
my thing is, eat your food the way you fucking like it. It doesn't matter what other people fucking
Jesus
think.
Christ!
That was totally a fucking grunt fucking statement right there. Holy fuck!
This guy's. I don't even need to see this dude's DD214 to know he's a fucking grunt. Like, I don't even need to see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I already know what it's gonna say.
Yeah,
I already know what the fuck it's gonna say.
yeah, he 100% was a fucking, what is it? 03XX is the grunts for the fucking Marine Corps.
Oh my God,
Melissa Smith, good to see you. No. Like, thanks for coming.
Fucking Christ.
Jesus
Christ.
Have you guys ever had have you guys ever had spaghetti pizza?
Fucking grunts.
I have not actually.
It's actually really good. It's actually really good. The place that we've had it before, they make it look like they make the pizza into a bowl, and then you got the pasta and the spaghetti inside of it and stuff like that. It's
What's the thing what do you call it when you fold a pizza in half and you bake it like that? What's that called?
Calzone.
Calzone. Yeah. The first time I ever had a calzone was it was the first year the Patriots won the Super Bowl. So what was that like? After 9/11?
It was 1902. When was that?
It was 02 because it was right after 9/11. Fucking U2 did the fucking halftime show and all that shit.
Yeah, I said 1902 and he said, yeah, it was 02.
It was 02. It's just 2002. All right. Well,
just
but well,
a couple hundred years later.
Anywho, that was the first time I ever ate a calzone, and I remember it being like, it was basically like a pizza folded in half, right? Like, and it was delicious. Like, it was good. I would have never thought to baking pizza like on a pan in my house. I would have never thought to fold the motherfucker in half and eat it like a taco, but here we are. You know what I mean? And I can't say it wasn't good. It was good.
So,
right?
So speaking of eating pizzas like a taco, I've got a fucking story about that one. So I ordered a pizza one time. Shit shows up to fucking my job. This was back many a moon ago before fucking I worked remote. Shows up to my fucking job. The fucking pizza place forgot to fucking cut the motherfucker. So now I'm sitting in the fucking break room with the guys. We've got the Wii pulled up. Everybody were playing Smash Bros and shit. And me in true fat ass fashion, I picked that motherfucker up and I just folded it and started fucking eating it like a giant ass fucking taco.
Hell yeah. Because that's what the fuck we do. That's what the fuck I mean.
And I've got, guys that I work with, they're like over here fucking staring at me like, the fuck are you doing? They didn't fucking cut it. I'm just going to fucking eat it.
Fucking eat it like that. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's all the same, right?
Jay, what the fuck?
What? You don't like eating pink tacos, dude? You don't like eating pink tacos, bro? Don't lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me.
So it was a startup company from the dungeon that's actually gone bankrupt since I worked there. And
many
because
times,
we were a startup tech company,
many times over. Many times over. I love going hogging, dude. I love it. Like
we just a bunch of us chipped in and bought a fucking Wii U to put in the fucking break room with the projector to fucking play fucking Smash Bros on our fucking lunch breaks. And then we would host tournaments after work every once in a while and do fucking Smash Bros tournaments in the fucking office.
Those were simpler times, my friend. Those were simpler times.
Mm-hmm.
How I wish we could bring some of them back. Oh wait, actually we can, and we totally have the power to. Why? It's just like we're not doing it. Maybe we should like get on that and like start thinking about it, huh, guys? Huh? Like land parties can still exist. Land parties can still happen.
I mean, it was a fucking great time. We had fucking, everybody, we chipped in together to buy the fucking system for the fucking office. Then we bought a bunch of fucking controllers, bought the one game we were going to fucking play.
Yep.
We hooked it up in the fucking break room, and on lunch breaks, we would just go in there and we would do, like single limb kind of thing. So that way the entire group of us each person would have a turn to play a match. You'd play a match, and if you came in last place, you pass the controller to the next fucking person.
Yep. And it's almost like, like when you actually interact with actual human beings in actual real life.
Yeah.
It like does something for you inside. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit, even during like March Madness.
Geez. That's like, dude, that's like day zero shit, bro. That's like going through basic.
Oh,
right?
God.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? That's like going through basic.
Oh, God. From the dungeon. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey. Have you ever licked a fat girl's asshole in an overcoat? Like,
oh, God damn it.
Oh.
Poor from the dungeon didn't know what a mountain tab was. The poor bastard.
No, you know what's funny too, because like he's never because he always asked me questions like army questions and stuff like that, and I've never had the conversation of the lingos, not the lingo, the lingos, the other lingo, and I've never thought once to ever like tell him about that. But it's almost like it's just not something it just comes up in conversation. You know what I mean?
You're not around.
In all the conversations I've had since I've become a civilian again, outside of the army, this is the first time in fucking like 8 years I've heard fucking Mountain Tap come up in a conversation.
Yeah, it's not something that'll come up very much in conversation unless you're around a bunch of veterans. Like that's one of the reasons. Actually,
or
like,
your veteran podcast just completely goes off the fucking rails.
I wouldn't say we are nowhere near off the rails. This is us at our best. Can you imagine us at our fucking worst? You know what I mean? Like, this is about as good as it gets for us. Like,
Jay, I've seen us at our worst.
Yeah, me three.
From the Dungeon just needs to spend one day with an infantry unit.
Dude, that shit'll change your life, homie. Like,
and on a day when they're not working.
Yeah, like dead ass, dude. Like, it's
don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Come to the dark side for the
being
dungeon.
an airborne MP. I spent plenty of time with fucking infantry guys.
Come to the dark.
We're not doing anything at the moment.
On days off and on days that I was working and they weren't.
Come to the dark side for the dungeon.
Both sides, very interesting.
We'll show you the way. I'll show you how to I'll show you how to see in the dark.
You know what? The invitation's there. If there's any active duty or like fucking special forces group or anything, let us know so we could bring them in.
I love it, dude. Like I'm down, dude. Like if you're trusting MPs now, dude, like you got a problem. Like I love Joe dearly. Cops are not your fucking friend, dude. Cops are not your fucking friend, dude. Okay? Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Platoon on the Friday evening after being released from a first sergeant safety brief has to go out into the night and find the most unique women and hit like a Diddy party and come back Monday morning and show proof with video, use panties, etc., showing you saw you came and you conquered.
Vinny Vidi Vici, or as we like to say in the infantry, Vidi Vici Vinny. I saw, I conquered, I came. Okay, that's earning your yeah. Wow.
Oh shit!
I saw, I conquered, I came. Like, that's right.
Yeah,
that's how we do. That's how we do in the infantry. We arrive on the X. We fuck everything on the X up. We fucking clear it out and get the fuck out. That's the infantry way. That's like fuck shit up and get the fuck on. Right? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Where we at? John?
Yeah. What do you want to do? We got some TV show reviews and then football.
I was good. Reviews because then I can talk about Arrowhead yesterday and then we can segue into the games that me and Joe are obviously going to talk about probably.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so you know what? I'll start off with Silo. Okay, so Silo
premise again. Remind me of the premise.
Open up!
Dude, you scared the fucking shit out of me.
I love fucking using that sound on you, John, when you're least fucking expecting it. Because every fucking time I've done it, you've about had a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, it's not the FBI part. It's the the FBI part is the part that fucks it up for me. It's when I hear the fucking door fucking slamming.
FBI, open up!
So Silo, it's been about 210 years, and people are living a civilization inside of a silo.
That's right. Okay. Now you're bringing me back. Okay.
Yeah. So it deals with a main character named Juliet, and in the first season, we're just figuring out the ins and outs of the silo. You know, who are these people? Why are they there? Who are the big characters? And people are sent out of the silo to clean, which means they are sent out there because they wanted to go outside and they die from radiation. So at the end of the first season, the main character, Juliet, is accused of saying she wants to go outside, and she didn't say that. And we start the season off with her outside of the silo, going into another silo. And this whole season had dealt with a lot of solidarity. We had a character played by Steve Zahn. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he played a character who was alone in a silo by himself after everyone in their silo died because there was a rebellion and they all escaped. and he's been in the silo by himself for about 40, 50 years.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we
All
deal
right.
yeah, so we deal with the character who's going through it, you know, trying to figure.
How was it? Did you enjoy it?
I loved every single bit of it.
So they like this is like you said. This is a season 2.
This is season 2, but
and you enjoyed it. It was like it was a good season 2.
It was a great follow up, and
okay.
I just want to say, well, actually, I'll save this line to like go towards the end of the review. What was so interesting about this season 2, because you have the main character who we're so familiar with, who works with the other characters, but this time the main character was not in the silo with that cast of characters,
right?
And that cast of characters is dealing with the aftermath of seeing their friend escape.
Interesting.
Because every person that they've seen walk out the silo, they die. And
how do they see them die? Do they have cameras out there?
So in their cafeteria, it's like a cafeteria leisure area. There's in every floor of the silo, there's a giant screen, and it's cameras to the outside. And what they show you outside, they show you lush green forest, they show you lush greens and stuff like that, but it's a fake. It's AI, it's like an AI animation of what the world really looks like. But every person that has left the silo has died outside the doors, except the main character, Juliet, who managed to escape because they duct taped her suit together.
Interesting. And she made it to a different silo.
She made it to a different silo, but then this begs, oh, now we know that there's other silos that exist. Are the other silos active? We know that this one silo everyone died in. And then we have the people who are in the silo that she escaped from. You know, there's a rebellion happening. The leaders are being questioned about the validity of why they're there in the silo.
Do you know what that vaguely reminds me of? Is in The Last of Us when they went to Kansas City.
Yes.
And people like right around the time the main characters get to Kansas City, people in that little community are starting to get fed up with their leader.
Yep. And that's what's going on here. And the leader, who's played by Tim Robbins, a fantastic actor.
Really?
Yeah. I know
Tim Robbins.
He plays such a good villain. Such a good villain. And he's the mayor of the silo. His job is to protect the silo and to protect its secrets. Because there are secrets. No one knows about Ferris wheels.
There's a reason some information is classified, right?
Yeah.
Like in general, sometimes, right? Like,
so the one interesting thing, I know Christopher Robbins. Well, Tim Robbins is even better.
We're not in the 100-acre fucking wood. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
so what's so cool about the silo too is that there's a the artifacts. So something like this, right? Mm-hmm. This would be considered an artifact and not allowed in the silo because it gives people hope about the past and what they could possibly hope for in the future.
Well, that's boring.
You know, yeah. So they take things away. So one of the artifacts that they have is a Pez dispenser, and the Pez dispenser is like a red flag artifact that you're not allowed to have. And people are just like, well, what is this? And they make jokes about it. Well, what did it used to be a pen? Oh, was it just they make, because no one knows what the fuck the Pez dispenser was.
It doesn't take very long for that to
flourish.
Actually happen. Well, it's happening now. Like there's things that I grew up with as a very young child in the 80s.
Yeah.
That would seem very, very foreign to people now. Rotary phones. Like I knew many people. I know how to use a rotary phone. Like
I do too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's not even that far back. We're talking like that's 35, 40 years. Go back another fucking 20 and see some of the shit that they were making in like the late 50s, early 60s and producing on a mass scale that almost everybody had. Have you ever seen those little like foldable can openers?
Yes.
It's like and like nobody even knows how to fucking use those anymore.
Yeah, they don't even know how to open it. Yeah.
You would know how to use it like if you fucking had one in your hand.
Yeah.
And you could be starving with a can of food and you wouldn't know how to use that little fucking can opener.
And that's exactly what's happening here. They're finding these things because they have like a trash compactor that gets stuff from the outside and they've ripped them apart so that you could use it for parts to keep the silo running.
Okay.
And this is a
Mhm.
show about classes too. Poor, middle class, rich. Obviously, the poor are in the bottom, and they run mechanical, which makes the silo run. Now, what's so interesting about this is that now in this season, we're other characters like Common is another actor on the show. He plays the Shadow, and his character is to protect the secrets as well, but he doesn't know the secrets. And so now we're coming towards the end of something very special and maybe hopefully coming into a third season. But the ending of the show had something so untraditional that I've ever seen in a show before.
What streaming service is this on?
On Apple TV Plus. I got you, Jay.
Oh, I love you.
I got you. Now I have to say there are a lot of shows. How do you protect something you don't know? That's the thing.
I can't
answer. Yeah,
Mother, may I? There's a lot of things we don't know that we protect based on the idea of whatever that thing is.
Mhm.
And that's a big thing about the show too.
Yeah,
it's the idea of it. It's the foundation. It's the foundation it's built on. It's like when we were in the Army. Okay. We weren't there with George Washington at the beginning. We didn't fight fucking in the War of 1812 or the Civil War. Okay.
or the Spanish American or any of that shit.
We didn't do the Spanish American War. We didn't do World War I, World War II, Korea, fucking Nam, all the little conflicts where we were in the fucking Army. We have to, one of the things we have to entrust the Army with is that it's an institution. And so when you're in the ranks, you serve the institution. You don't serve yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of that individual thought starts taking a little bit of a little bit. Like it's a balance. You need to have a little bit of individualism, but for the institution, you are the institution.
Yeah, and
you become the institution.
And that's what Common's character is. He serves the institution, or in this case, the pact.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's what they call it in the show, the pact.
Yeah, the pact. Yeah. And the pact, and this is also a book. This show comes from a series of short stories and books.
I like that.
What were you going to ask, Scolini?
I want to fucking comment on fucking something from the dungeon said here.
What you got,
dude? I have given Jay more fucking streaming passwords than fucking possible. My thing is, if I fucking pay for it, I get to do what the fuck I want with that shit.
They're allowed to do it. Everything we do, this is part of our. I hate giving up our secrets on the show sometimes. Like this is part of our kayfabe. Like everything they do is
a nice guy.
Everything they do is perfectly legal, and they love their Jay. They love their Jay, and Jay is very grateful. Jay is very, very grateful because without my friends,
Jay wouldn't have been able to see half of the fucking regular football season without me.
I am so technologically brain dead, and I'm so goddamn stubborn. These two know I would just sit here and stew if I didn't have help. So they help me. That's literally what it comes down to. That
that night at the bar trying to get you to log into my fucking Peacock account, that was fucking great.
See, we've already talked about
cat fabbing you. To end the review, man, it ended really good. We had themes of solidarity, themes of rebellion, and themes of government turmoil. And
sounds familiar.
And the way that it ended. Okay, we had something so untraditional in the ending that when I say, you ever heard the term stick the landing?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
They left you wanting more. And that's what it did. Because the ending really takes you to a whole different place that you didn't expect.
Again. So like the third season, like again, kind of like
again.
Yeah.
And we also learn about why the possibility of why people were sent to the silos, and it was because due to an attack from another country. So I'm not going to give you all the spoilers. It's a super interesting show. It's on Apple TV Plus, and I mean, hell, it's probably one of the best original stories that we're watching right now. That is completely like keeping us sucked in. But it's over now, and now we just wait until the next season.
All right. I'm fucking digging it, dude. Fucking good shit, John.
Yeah. And it's a 12 out of 10.
12.
12 out of 10.
Stand by. I got you.
So it's a Mandingo dick. Got it.
Yeah. Did the Russo brothers make this? I wish they did, but the Russo brothers could not make anything this good. In fact, are you familiar with Adam Savage?
Yes.
He actually worked on the set.
Really?
Yeah, he worked on the set pieces, the props on the show, the Pez dispenser. He has a series of videos right now which talk about his help that he put on the show. But man, great show. I personally loved it. To me,
I love it, John. Fucking A. Thank you for that.
Nah, we're not doing that. We're going. It's
He's not going to miss anything, brother. He's not going to miss anything. Like
I'd rather if John's going to go back and watch any fucking type of show like that, I'd rather him go back and fucking watch The Sopranos, which I'm sure he's already watched.
I agree.
If he hasn't, at least rewatch the fucking Sopranos because it's way better and way more worth your fucking time.
Or Boardwalk Empire. Boardwalk Empire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Boardwalk Empire, another good one.
Like fuck it. And here's the thing: we're not necessarily downplaying John. I don't think John would just be the
Sons of Anarchy. He did watch The Sopranos.
I did.
Sons of Anarchy would be a good show for John to watch if he was like hard down with like the flu for like a fucking week. Because that's about how far he'd get through it, and he'd be like, "Why the fuck am I even watching this?" Once he got fucking better.
Yeah, I'm not into biker culture. It's just not something.
Dude, they're not good dudes. There's no good people on that show, dude. Like it's.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you?
No, even the fucking cops are crooked,
dude. Like literally, dude. Some of the cops are worse than the fucking bikers. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like it's like it. There's no. It's one of those shows. John needs a little bit of positivity and like uplifting.
I would say that show gives fucking two areas that I'm fucking highly like Sons of Anarchy. Two areas. I used to fucking ride all the time. I used to be part of a fucking motorcycle club, and I used to be a fucking cop. And it gives even worse names to both sides of the fucking cultures than fucking needed.
Hey, from the dungeon, I got really bad news for you, dude. My favorite character is fucking Tig, and my second favorite is fucking goddamn Happy. So just be careful where you tread. That's all I'm saying. Like grunts are us would fucking would understand. Okay, just be careful. Be very careful where you're walking right now. All right, like
who motherfucking
And I want to remind everybody that there are no good people on that fucking show. There are no good people on that show. Yeah.
Ron Perlman was in it.
Yeah, he plays Clay Morrow. Yeah. We're familiar with it. John, you're muted.
Yeah, people know him as Hellboy, but people like me know him as the voice of War in Fallout.
People like me know him as a fucking dude that played the Beast in a TV show with Linda Hamilton in the 80s called Beauty and the Beast.
Oh fuck, that's right.
I remember that.
Shit.
I watched that TV show.
That's right.
I forgot about that TV show.
I didn't. That was my first introduction to Ron Perlman was fucking Beauty and the Beast. Hey, Grunts are us. I'm out of Kansas City, Missouri. John's a fucking Jersey boy, and
North Carolina.
North Cackalack for fucking Joe. Yep. So that's where we three be. So speaking of Kansas City, Missouri, are we ready to segue?
Yeah, let's go.
Woo! Oh boy.
That's fucking football, right? Oh,
fucking football.
Hey, since we're
Where's
going
the fucking sound, John?
I don't have the fucking things.
I already talked about that, Joe. Remember a couple weeks ago?
Real quick.
I fucking forgot. If I'd been prepared, I'd have had the fucking sound.
While he's getting that real quick, I just want to say we
start doing that in the middle of the fucking week and not when we're live. Just throw that out there.
I just kind of, since we're getting into Michigan in the house, I just want to say real quick this week.
Sorry about the Lions.
I hope I say his name correctly. But we lost Bob Iger this week.
Uecker.
Yeah, we lost Bob Uecker this week. The voice,
just a bit outside.
The voice of the Brewers, man. And let me tell you something. I'm a sucker when it comes to radio voices, baseball voices. I think they're the most purest voices.
I mean, you've seen
in media.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's him.
That's not something I'm going to be able to fucking find for today.
I mean, that's John. That's him. That's the broadcast, the radio dude in Major League. That's Bob Uecker, man. And he played baseball. He played for the St. Louis Cardinals. He played for a few different teams.
I'm about to throw an audible for you.
But yeah, what are you guys doing? You guys are crazy.
Well, things have to happen, so
you're fine.
Why'd I just hear a fucking beep like somebody joined our fucking shit?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I heard that.
That's fucking football.
Send me the link to that, John, so I can download it as an MP3 and fucking add it to the soundboard.
It's in the DD214 Discord in the sounds. That's the only way I have it.
How much do you have? Does he just say that's fucking football?
That's it.
God damn.
That's all I have of it.
Because there's a whole ass thing that's just so hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
That's fucking football right there.
That's fucking football. Fucking
none of that dick tugging, pansy
ass. like men have their fucking babies on the sideline. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. So talk to us about football. What happened,
man?
What happened? How was your experience with it too? By the way, because weren't you?
I was there. Oh, I was there.
Let's hear it.
Oh, I was there. Oh yeah. No, I went. I worked yesterday, obviously at Arrowhead, and I got there early. So like the game time was what 4:30 your guys' time, so 3:30 here, and my show time was 7:30 in the fucking morning. So I had to be there at 7:30 in the fucking morning for a 3:30 game, my time specifically, and so I was there, and it's always surreal to me seeing Arrowhead like empty. You know what I mean? I took a couple pictures yesterday. It was requested of me to take myself in a fucking picture and not just pictures of Arrowhead, right? Because I take a lot of pictures of Arrowhead when I'm there, and people have said like, how come you're not in any of the pictures? I'm like, I don't fucking take selfies, right? But it was requested like by more than one person in my life, by the way. Like the reason I did it is because like I've had this request like more than once from different people that apparently care about their J. And they're like, put yourself in the pictures. And I'm like, but why? But I'm the one taking the picture, but why? You know what I mean? So John, if you want, John, pull up my fucking Facebook. I took a picture yesterday of the sunrise over Arrowhead. I'm not in that picture, okay? But then late last night, I got a wild hair before I passed out and fell asleep. Finally, I got a wild hair, and I posted a second picture, and it's one of the selfies I took, and I put a Razor Ramon quote, a Scott Hall quote, up for that one. So, John, if you can show me the sunrise first. The sunrise was fucking immaculate.
He's got to go find it.
I was not about to ruin that fucking sunrise with this fucking ugly mug. There's no fucking way. Okay.
Come on, that's a beautiful face. That's the face of a grunt. That's the face of America.
It's a face only a mother can love. It's like I have a face made for fucking radio. Okay, I have a face made for radio.
First off, that's a fucking $1 million photo right there,
bro. Look at that fucking shit. I got to fucking see that shit. Do you know where that is? Do you know where I took that fucking picture from?
The nosebleeds.
No, the fucking press box where the coaches and the media sit, bro.
Oh shit!
Up in the fucking up in the tippy top, bro. Your boy Jay fucking gets to fucking like. I don't take any of this shit for granted, dude. Like that. I was inside in a heated building. It's like negative fuck you degrees outside, and I didn't have to worry about fucking even taking a beanie to work with me yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like lucky bastard. Well, anywho, the fucking sunrise is beautiful. Look at that shit. Like. I get to see that shit. And on a game day, see how empty the stadium is? There's nobody in there. This is like before anybody got to work that day.
You got a couple people down here.
Well, barely. Yeah, well, yeah. It's a whole ass stadium.
The crew, you know
what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then
then
over in the corner.
What you got?
You see Kaufman.
Oh yeah, Kaufman behind it. Yeah, Kaufman's right. Yeah, you can see the lights are right back there. Yeah, the crown. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the crown from there. That's how that's how high up I was.
That's wild.
Yeah, I can see over the top, and I can see over the top to Kaufman. And then there's this motherfucker. Look at that. Look at now that's fucking sexy. Look at that bastard. Like, look at that. There's your fucking selfie. All right, right? Like, what was the quote? It was a Scott Hall quote. Did you like what was the quote? It was hard work pays off. Hard work pays off.
Bad guy. Wait, it's hard
work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Bad guys do. Bad guys fucking last. Look at that fucking sexy beast right there. Look at that shit. Goddamn right. Fucking dreams come true. Yeah.
So are they preparing that for like Valentine's Day or something?
No, it's there. No, it's like kind of like a permanent structure, and it's been there since I started working there a few seasons ago. It's been there.
I'm assuming there's an eye next to it.
No, it's just a heart and the arrowhead. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go back to TikTok. Oh, yay.
Let's see. Squilini's about to check it out.
Yeah. So, anywho, I'm an arrowhead.
It's fucking working.
Oh,
are you serious?
Oh, there you go, John. Maybe you didn't lose all your shit. Hey, so anywho, I worked the game, and me and Joel get into the games here in a minute. The game was okay. I don't even though I'm all the way up there. John, we can see your screen. Take the porn down, dude. What the fuck? I can see the porn right there.
Well, you don't like looking at yourself?
No, I was talking about the hardcore, whatever. So, anyways, even though I'm up there, I have to do. I have to go around the entire stadium on the upper level concourse. Several times to check on different people. So I don't get to watch a lot of the game, but I hear a lot of the game over the radio. Our radio announcer, he's like local famous here in Kansas City. His name is Mitch Holthus. He's the voice of the Chiefs. He's up there where I am. He's up there. I see him every game. And like, I get to hear the radio broadcast, and it's a lot of fun to like listen to when like the game is happening, like right behind a wall I'm sitting in front of, right? And sometimes it gets so loud in the stadium, I can hear it from inside the building. I can hear the crowd, or when the Chiefs score and like they shoot off fucking fireworks. I can hear that shit. Oh, by the way, yesterday they had a flyover, John. It was for Chinooks. It was for Chinooks. And you could feel in the building the vibration when they flew over. You know what I mean? Like, because
that's cool.
It's Chinooks. Yeah, it was badass, dude. So yeah. Joe, are you ready to talk some shop, dude, about some goddamn foosball and what we're gonna be looking at after last night and going into today, because we got two games today still.
So, I mean, we can definitely talk about it to a degree. I didn't watch the game last night, with packing and everything, but
did you watch?
I did, check scores and some highlights this morning.
What did you think about the Chiefs game? From what you saw, just out of curiosity.
I mean, it's the same old fucking bullshit. Some bad calls for both sides. But
this season, the familiar tale is that the Chiefs win.
Yeah. And, I texted you after the game and said, hey, good game. I texted my other buddy that lives in KC and said, hey, good game. My other buddy, his response, and I'll read you guys his response, was, I'm glad they won, but if they played anyone else, they would have got trounced.
Well, I was just going to say, like, bad calls or not, freaking on Houston's end, you're not going to win a football game when you let your quarterback get sacked like 7 or 8 fucking times.
Yeah.
There are jobs that I work from the dungeon that are not the football games that I do wear earplugs. Those would be like more like concerts, or if I'm going to be around, like if I'm like on a barricade, at a show or something, like I'll wear earplugs. It gets very, very loud in Arrowhead sometimes, but it gets loud like when there's big plays. So that's not going to be 3 hours straight, of a football game. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a play here, a play there, you know, comparable to, you know, any other sporting event, basically. So, you know, that's all that is. But what'd you think about? So I got off work and I went to my watering hole to wind down. I'm actually pretty fucking sore today, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I did a lot of laps yesterday, like around Arrowhead.
Before we move to the Lions game,
go ahead.
I got a couple other things. You know, I will say mad props to fucking Stroud and the Texans.
They didn't do bad. They didn't do bad.
They didn't do bad at all.
They just
because it was a close game. I mean, they kept it.
You can't let your quarterback get sacked like that. They had a missed field goal, a blocked field goal, and a missed extra point. How many points is that? I think that's 10. No, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm. They had enough blocked to where that game would have gone into overtime if it didn't get fucked up like that.
It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown's worth of points. They missed a field goal. They had a field goal blocked, and they had a fucking extra point fucking miss. So you're talking about 7 points off the board right there. Like, you can't win football games like that.
Yeah.
Grunts, it's good to see you, buddy. We'll fucking
thank you for coming.
168 hours, brother. 7 fucking days. We'll be back.
So,
we're not going to be live next week. We're going to have a pre-record probably, but we will be back at this time next week, and we'll probably we'll probably be watching. Well, I won't be because I'm going to be working the AFC Championship, but these two will probably be somewhere in the fucking in the comment section.
I certainly will.
So,
but follow us on YouTube, because if the pre-records don't show up on Twitch either, so come check us out on YouTube. Grunts, thank you for coming, man. You have
YouTube, Spotify, fucking, you know, all the major fucking podcasting platforms. So
I love me some fucking.
Thank you, sir.
I love me some fucking infantry, dude. Like you come hang around here anytime, dude. Any fucking time.
Always fucking welcome. Now, so props to Stroud. I mean, you got to think this is what, 2 years. 2 years in the fucking league. Both years he's brought the fucking Texans to a fucking playoff game.
Yep, out of a hole. Out of a fucking hole.
Yep. Last year they only got to the wild card round. This year they at least made it a game further.
Divisional. They got it to the divisional. Yep.
So you know, it's one of those things. Props to the Texans. Props to CJ Stroud. He's got a good, solid fucking team behind him. The defense was just fucking lacking yesterday. The offensive line was lacking. Not really the defense. Because if O-line was there like they should have, the sacks that you're talking about wouldn't have fucking happened. And it would have probably ended up being an overtime game, if not the Texans winning by a point.
That's why I think the real reason a lot of people are really mad at the Chiefs this year is not the ref thing. The ref thing is like that happens every game in the NFL ever. We could talk about refereeing,
except the Lions fucking Commanders game last night, but we'll get into that later.
But I think what people are actually mad at is that the Chiefs had almost every game this season was close. It was that fucking close. And they
even
won.
When they played teams that were 2 and like fucking 13, they still fucking almost went into overtime.
By a cunt hair.
Yeah.
Every week was
not
a cardiac. It was a cardiac event every fucking week.
This was not the Super Bowl winning fucking Chiefs that we've seen in years past.
No, this is not the team that's going to put fucking 50 points on the fucking board. Not even fucking close.
No.
Not even fucking. No. We have a great fucking defense. We have a great fucking defense. Great fucking defense. But our offense has been lackluster and sluggish all fucking year. Like, but we keep winning. So it's like people are frustrated because we keep winning. And we keep winning these fucking close games, right? And then I leave Arrowhead. I go to my watering hole, and obviously the Lions game is the Lions and the fucking Commanders game is on.
Commanders.
And dude, like when I walked in and I saw the score, I was like, wait, what? No. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No fucking way. And then it got worse. And it was like the story of Russia. If you ever want to know the history of Russia, just add the words, and then it got worse. So like any historical event in Russia, just add the words, and then it got worse.
It's one of those things. I will say props to Dan Quinn and the fucking Commanders.
100%.
Props to the fucking team.
That fucking
because he took a team
rookie QB
that was nowhere near playoff worthy fucking last season.
Not even close.
A couple fucking moves were made during the offseason to fucking fix up the team. New quarterback, fucking Jaden Daniels, fucking great QB. However, there were some fucking plays in that game on the Lions, some tackles that happened, some sacks that happened to fucking Jared Goff, that in the Chiefs game just before that were unnecessary roughness calls or roughing the passer calls, and not a single fucking call.
That's a big problem with refereeing in the NFL is not that they're making bad calls. It's that there's
not consistency.
Consistency and accountability. If there's a bad call, it needs to be called out like immediately and on the field because it changes. It has the.
It can change the fucking outcome of the game.
The outcome of the game, and now gambling's fucking legal, and they fucking advertise it. The Chiefs took a fucking safety at the end of the game. They took the Chiefs did their own safety, like they tacked on 2 points to the fucking Texans, and dude, like people play spreads. So what do you think those 2 points did? Made a few people happy. Lost a lot of people fucking money when they put those last 2 points on. You know what I mean? Like, and they did it. They did it just to fucking to burn time. It was to burn time, and like they freaking and it worked. We won. We didn't have to worry about a last second comeback. You know what I mean? We didn't have to worry about like a last second comeback. But we're talking about gambling. We're talking about fucking point spreads, like. That shit has seeped in. So when referees, the reason you're going to see a lot of people fucking bitching about referees is because they're losing fucking money. Like they're getting their asses kicked gambling. They're fucking gambling fucking little Johnny's fucking college fund, thinking they have a fucking sure winner.
Yeah.
And fucking next thing you know, Johnny's not going to college anymore because fucking dad fucking threw away $30,000 trying to beat the spread with fucking Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now we have a problem with refs.
Now, with that being said, let's go into today's games. So today we've got the Eagles and the fucking Rams.
Yeah, that's coming.
And the Bills and the Ravens.
Yeah, what's Eagles Rams is what 3 p.m. your guys' time?
3 p.m. and then 6:30. So the Eagles Rams game is still going to be fucking on when the Bills Ravens game starts.
Okay. So we're gonna have a preview. We're gonna be down to after today. We're gonna be down to the Final Four. We're gonna have a preview of of potential Super Bowl matchups.
So here's what the Dallas Cowboys fan of me wants to have fucking happen today. Rams have to fucking beat the brakes off of the fucking Eagles, so that way it's not the Eagles and the fucking Commanders against each other.
Why?
Because everything in my fucking heart cannot cheer on the fucking Commanders or the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. Are you NFC East?
Dallas.
Oh, you're a hater. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I've got two of our biggest fucking competitors in our fucking division.
Yep.
Are fucking in playoffs.
Yeah, and they're still there. And they're still there.
And they're still fucking there.
Yeah.
And I can't so I need the Rams to beat the Eagles this week, and then the Rams to go in and take the fucking Commanders out next week.
I also don't think if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl again, I don't think anybody wants to see the Chiefs and Eagles again. Because we've already had 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs and the 49ers. You know what I mean?
However, if I don't get the outcome I'm hoping for, here's my next fucking hope. The Bills beat the Chiefs next week. The Bills win today, and they go in next week and they beat the Chiefs.
I'm going to be watching that game tonight with fucking laser eyes because
you don't want the Bills to fucking win.
I don't know which team I would rather face, honestly. I think we lost to the Bills this season, but it was like barely. You know what I mean? And it was one of those like
but y'all won a lot of games this season, but it was barely.
Right. Barely. So like, but I'm not necessarily I'm not necessarily worried about the Bills any more than I'd be worried about the Ravens. Like I'm kind of worried about both. I mean, they're like the Chiefs have won the last two Super Bowls. They have the fucking target on their back. Like they had a fucking crazy schedule this year. Crazy fucking schedule. And they were still 15-2 with a crazy ass schedule. And we're back again for the 7th year in a row. We're back in the AFC Championship.
If we look at this year playoff picture as a whole wise compared to the last couple of years, this is the first year where every team was double digit on the fucking wins that went to the playoffs. Because last year we had teams that were in the fucking playoffs that had like 8 wins and fucking 10 fucking losses.
The New York Giants famously beat fucking the Patriots with a 9-7 fucking regular season record.
Like and that was what the 16-0 season that the Patriots had, or some shit like that.
That totally happened. It happened.
Yeah,
like they were a wild card. They barely made the playoffs as a wild card, and they beat the fucking Patriots. It happens. That's fucking football. You know what I mean?
And I mean, if we look at the teams that have gone to the playoffs that are in these rounds, Texans were 10-7. They faced the Chiefs, which were 15-2. Commanders 12-5, Lions 15-2. Then today, 10-7, 14-3 for the Rams-Eagles game. Ravens versus Bills, 12-5 versus 13-4. We don't have a single team that's under double digits on the fucking win in the playoffs at this fucking point.
Gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Pretty sure if we're gonna look at the fucking standings here. So Steelers were 10-7 when they lost. Chargers 11-6, Broncos 10-7. 14-3, 12-5, 15-2, 14-3, 10-7.
You're right.
10-7. So, I mean, every team was double digits on the wins for a fucking change. And the last couple of years, we've had teams that were, I think last year we had a team that was fucking 8 and like fucking something.
Well, the only way you're ever going to see with a 17-game schedule, regular season game schedule, the only time you're ever going to see a team with less than 10 wins in the playoffs is if they win their division.
Yeah.
They'd have to be like in a terrible division and win the division with like a 9-8 record. You know what I mean? Like
that's what it was. It was the
only way it's ever going to happen.
It was the NFC. It was the NFC South is the division that was sending teams with fucking single digit fucking win records to the playoffs, because that division we've got the Saints, the Panthers, the Falcons, and the fucking Bucks. And the last couple of years, all 4 of those fucking teams haven't been that great.
Right. They're just in a downslope. I mean, that's football. That's football.
I mean, the Bucks came in, if we look back, what was it, 3 years ago now? 3 or 4 years ago? 4 years, because this year would be the three-peat for KC if y'all go to the Super Bowl and win it.
We win.
And it was the season right before your 2 wins ago when Brady and Gronk went to the Bucks.
That was the season before we won the Super Bowl. Was the one when I started working here, was when I got here. That's when we lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship. And then we lost the Super Bowl the year before that to the Bucks. So that would have been like 2021. 2020. See, so that football season was 2020 then. That was the 2020 football season then.
Yeah, because that game was 31-9.
Oh, dude, that game sucked. That we got our shit pushed in. Oh man.
Because what was it like the year before y'all fucking won? Like in 2020,
we won it. We won. We won. Yeah, we won in 2019, and that was the one where we beat the 49ers. I was still at Fort Carson and doing the instructor thing, and and now Well, anywho, fuck, go sports ball. Like here we go. Fucking, we'll see who fucking pulls it out. Fucking today between the Rams and the fucking goddamn Eagles and the freaking Bills and the Ravens, dude. We'll see.
Yeah. It's gonna be fucking interesting.
It always is. It always is.
You've got your game you're watching because you want to know who y'all are facing next week.
Well,
I've got my game I'm watching because I don't want the fucking Eagles to fucking move past. So that way I have a team to fucking go for.
it's the playoffs, and like crazy shit happens. Like I'm not exaggerating. When I walked into my watering hole last night and saw the score, and I saw the Lions were getting beat, and I was like, okay, maybe they'll come back. And they kept kind of like inching back. But then the fucking the fucking Commanders started fucking like
no. Call them the fucking Redskins. Fuck that fucking Commanders bullshit.
It's just my fucking brain. Like anywho, well the Commanders fucking started putting it on them like really hard. Like they pulled away, and I was like, oh shit, and like there was I don't remember what series it was, but the Commanders did something, and I was like, that's game. I was like, there's no coming back from this. Like I'm
definitely interested to see what happens with the fucking Cowboys next season.
Well, you know what? We're gonna have to have a fucking off-season talk, like fucking down the road on this podcast, because we'll talk. I want to see. I want to see how this season ends. Like this is playoff. This is playoff football, and like all the storylines are fucking there. All the storylines. Get all your storylines. Get them together. Put them in a bag. All the storylines. It's playoff football. So,
shit. I think that's all for today, isn't it?
That's about it. I think we're all ready.
We're right there at fucking.
That's all, folks.
It's closing time. Turn all of the lights off.
Yeah, I think you don't have to go home, but you can't fucking stay here. So
you can't fucking stay here.
Get the fuck out.
John, melodramatic ass fucking turning off the lights. Hold on, if you're gonna do that shit, John, do it right.
Yes, John. Oh, yes.
If you're gonna fucking do it right.
He's got a button on his fucking desk for power. That shit is funny.
I do. I actually on my stream deck I have a fucking button to turn off my fucking lights.
I
respect it. I respect it. I can't even be mad at that, dude.
All that tech shit. Like I'm like, I have a hatchet buried somewhere in my vicinity. like that. Like that's my idea of like technology.
Hey Google. Oh fuck. It's not plugged in.
You shut that up.
I forgot. I already fucking unplugged my fucking smart assistant.
You got it ready for packing. No, but yeah, now we're here at the end. I actually think it's one of you guys. I did the one last week, I think.
I think it's my week this week. So I mean, you know, we're New Year, fucking football season's going on. We're ending all that shit. Shit. This is the last live episode in this fucking room. It's been a fucking trip. Man. It's been a fucking trip over the last year and a half.
Change happens.
Fucking if we go back to August of 2023, late August 2023, early fucking September, we will you would see the first episode in this fucking room.
Yeah.
There's been ups and downs in this fucking room too. There's been me coming in here drunk as shit at night, pissing in the fucking corner.
Shit happens, man. Hey, shit happens.
And security camera footage disappearing because I deleted that fucking shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you know, this is more just me saying, you know, the good times, there's bad times. We go through ups and downs. No matter what you're going through, there's people out there that fucking care. There's people that care. There's people that are willing to listen. There's people that are willing to slap your dick and tell you you're being a dumbass sometimes. And if you ever are feeling down and out, like you've got nowhere to fucking go, you can always reach out by texting or calling 988 or dialing 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. to speak with a member of the National Suicide Hotline and one of their crisis specialists. If you don't want to reach out to them and you want to talk to somebody else, if you're not comfortable reaching out to that number, you can reach out to any of the three of us via fucking Discord or our socials for the podcast. We're always available to listen to vent. And, even if you don't need to necessarily vent, you just need someone to talk to and shoot the shit with for a bit. We hope that this podcast is one of the reasons that keeps you going every 168. We hope that, we bring some kind of joy to your life, no matter what you're feeling. And if you're not feeling down and out, if everything's going in the right direction and smooth for you, reach out to others. Reach out to your friends, your family that you haven't talked to in a while. Just, text them, pick up the fucking phone and dial a number, because that might be the one thing that saves a life too. If you reach out and that person's going through a hard time and just feels like nobody gives a shit, that random phone call or random text message out of the blue might be the one thing that stops adding to the 22 a day.
Changes your whole day too.
Yeah.
And it can change your whole day. I mean, there's times I'm sitting here working and I'm like, fuck. And then I'll look down and somebody just randomly fucking texts me and it's like, oh shit, I ain't heard from this fucker in a while. Let me fucking start responding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's always those of us that are here to chat and talk, members of our community, even like Cleary. Let's continue moving through 2025 and making this our fucking year. Let's rock this shit. Let's not let anything fucking get to us. We will see everybody at 168. And if you need anything, let us know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're gonna have a good and happy Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. Fucking
that's right.
We're not gonna let Monday kick our ass, all right, or anything else. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be fucking all right. Yeah. We're gonna keep going down this fucking road. We're gonna keep going down this motherfucking road until the road goddamn stops, because we ain't fucking stopping. And then we're gonna wherever the fucking road stops, we're still gonna keep fucking going. I ain't fucking scared of that goddamn forest. Watch me fucking march right through the middle of that bitch in the dark until I find a fucking clearing. How about that? Yeah. Let's fucking do it, guys. Let's fucking do it.
That's right. Well, guys, we will see. Remember, next week will be a pre-recorded episode. So it will be coming on at the same time. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell for everything that you need. And go on the website, check out the merch. And yeah, that's it. Have a good day, everybody. Black Sox.
I'll be seeing you guys at fucking Arrowhead from the AFC Championship. Kansas City, Missouri, baby. Go Chiefs!